Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once more, unto the breach. Internet beware, because it's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. Bloot. Here she is. The lovely Laxi. Who's running our festival stuff this year? And last year. Possibly the year before. Yeah, I'm not sure. So far, it has not been particularly successful in terms of getting nifty stuff. But I have not been hitting it especially hard. Good evening to whomever has joined me, and here we are. Yes, the daily thing. Yep. We are not making much. Complete 3 regions for the skimming this sea, so that's not one of the festival ones. I'll have to go through the festival ones. We've got a few weeks left in the festival. I think it's 3 weeks this year. Are we close in anything in here? Desolation or events of any type in Kryta? Not so much.
Hello. Greetings.
Like our daily loots.
I am equipped with all basic social interactions.
Quick check to see if donating is one of the dailies today. It is. Nope, that's not sharing.
May the Six watch over you.
No,
Armor enhanced.
no. At the bell choir. We should be fine then. Methinks. We'll grab a present. Don't worry, it's got my name on it.
Do you need my help?
Accelerating.
Where is he? There he is. I'd like one of your presents, please. Grab the boost from the bonfire. It is the karma boost, so not going to be especially useful
I know
in
of
this
a good
particular
use for
case.
this.
Yeah, yeah, no. Alright, what did we have again? Complete the race event. It doesn't have to actually be the race event. Do it with the time trial. You don't need to have, it's actually, theoretically, it's meant to be done on the Raptor. But basically, most people do it on the roller beetle, if they've got one, as it's faster, and even if you do it badly, like I do, I'm pretty much guaranteed of gold. So that's not what I wanted. I swapped weapons. Completed. Apparently, this character had never swapped weapons before. I'm dubious of that. But why am I keep getting freaking snowballs instead of the time trial? I'm going for speed. And we're off. We're bad. I did warn you that I'm bad at this.
Where did he? He's probably down at the pub again.
Sadly, this is the part that I'm the worst at. I didn't want to blow all of my speed beast. Right, speed boost. I mean, I'm not good at this, but I'm especially bad tonight, for whatever reason, seems like. That wasn't terrible, good, but it wasn't terrible. I ran into a wagon. It jumped out in front of me, to be fair. I mean, it wasn't there. And then it just jumped right out.
Your optimism is overwhelming.
That was not well executed by me. I mean, I think I should still get a gold, but this has not been a good time. I kind of suck. That was better. And yeah, 201. 29 seconds to spare, but not a good time. I apologize for the terrible showing. Pardon me. The actual race is about to begin, but I don't need those stinking race. What else did we have? It's Winter's Day! Winter's Day cheer, the donation drive, saving Winter's Day, sharing the Winter's Day cheer. Oh, choir bells. Ah, the bell choir.
You have something to report?
Musically inclined individuals, your chance
I
to
am
shine
not
is-
musically inclined, even remotely, but I can do this. Take me to the northwest stage. Southeast stage. Is there a space? There does appear to be. I want to play the upper part. Think Guitar Hero, but with bells. And 8 buttons. I will respond at the end of this round. $94, not bad. Canucket, welcome back. All is forgiven. I think I have to do 3 rounds of this. Sadly, my musical skill is pretty much Zippo. I always wanted to have musical skill. I was really good at math in school, and almost all of my friends who were also good at math all had musical talent. And, not me. I didn't get any of that. Thank goodness I got my stunning good looks instead. A little too soon on those. Missed. Not very good that round. 84. Off DMing duty for 3 weeks. Ooh. Well, time to work on a super awesome run now. Plenty of time. I assume you saw the trailer for Divinity? all kinds of messed up. It was definitely quite a thing. A little surprising they were willing to go that hard for the Game Awards, which are generally so unspeakably anodyne.
Musically inclined individuals, your chance to shine is now.
We have 2 down. I think the third one, we just need to open 4 boxes, so Uno, Dos, Trace, 4. Guessing the effigy victim was a sorcerer. Setting is not kind to those who use the source. In this particular case, it didn't appear to be kind to most anybody, but most specifically, definitely, him. Let's use all these.
Statistically speaking, this is
Most valuable thing we got out of that was the vial of linseed oil. We have 9 personal presents, personalized presents, which have higher returns, more options for good things. Let's go down instead. Manifestations certainly look like a source corruption. Maybe they should have just left the guy alone. Can we get anything nifty out of these? Last one. We got, wow, we got a snow diamond. We actually, that's kind of a big hitter, because last I saw they were trading for like 12.5 gold each. And they're way up in price. 17 gold each. It requires a fair number of them to get any of the nifty cosmetics from the festival. We also got a mini, but it's a mini that's quite commonly gotten. It is the mini Ho-Ho-Tron. I will send it off to a friend and guildie.
Hello.
So that she can have... So it will cause her the cognitive dissonance when she has to delete it. I'll now do the jumping puzzle. I don't need to do the jumping puzzle. But the jumping puzzle entertains me. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic goes to a brand new studio that has worked on nothing before. Certainly a bold choice. Well, I'm assuming... Probably they have an investment in that studio with Casey Hudson. And we certainly know that Casey Hudson can make really good stuff. He also can make the ending from Mass Effect 3. Yes, I believe this last game was Anthem. Well, actually... Anthem was a complete, total fustercluck. They brought him in to actually provide some guidance, and they got a game out that had it just because so much of their development had been doing basically nothing. In essence, he took a absolutely disastrous product and made it into a not good enough product. Another year, it might have been a decent, perhaps even a good game. And who knows, it still possibly could have been rescued if EA had decided to put the time and money into it, but instead they just shit-canned the whole thing. So I don't blame him for Anthem's issues. I entirely blame him for the issues with Mass Effect 3 and the fact that when Mass Effect 2 launched, I was one of those who said, this is a little bit too much of a shooter. Can we have more of the RPG from the first game? And the response at that time was, yeah, the next one will probably be somewhere in between 1 and 2 in terms of being an RPG. And that was, of course, a lie. They doubled down on the shooteriness, and I never even bothered to play it. Of course, it's also true that Mass Effect 2 I really, really liked up until the last big fight. Actually, the reveal of what you were going to fight in the last big fight, which made me laugh myself almost to tears. It was one of the stupidest conceits I'd ever seen in a piece of science fiction before. The Human Reaper was comedy to me. If your big reveal makes me laugh out loud, maybe you're not quite doing your job just right. All you guys gonna go? And there it is. Boom. And they all went, so I will go with the next one, and hopefully there'll be fewer people. Problem is it's difficult for me to time my jumps when I'm in a cluster of people and I can't make out which one's me. And we're about ready now. Okay, we're going to try it anyway. There, I got out in front. That made it easy. Oops, that was daring and not particularly intelligent. A little bit on the dicey side too, not going to lie. But fortunately I'm a god tier gamer. I didn't want to say that until I actually got to the end. The holiday events are very good in Guild Wars 2. My favorite is the Halloween event, the Mad King. But I think the one that's absolute genius is the Super Adventure Box, which is the April Fool's event, which in essence is your character dropped into a 3D version of a Legend of Zelda game. I haven't played Guild Wars 2 for a long while, but you're a huge fan of holiday events in the game. I think Guild Wars 2 does it pretty much better than anybody. They're not all, big hits, but I think they all have a reason to play them. For instance, if you're willing to put in like 10 minutes a day, you can make a lot of karma currency during this event. And you can make a lot of gold during the Lunar New Year event. There's some good gear you can get and get recipes for stat selectable armor in the Halloween event and so on. So most of them have reasons to play them. Lone Star Wolf, welcome back. I swear, my mustache keeps poking me in the nostrils, and that itches. So if you see me fiddling with my nose, I'm not mining for nose gold, as far as you can tell. All right, we got 10 more personalized Winter's Day gifts and 8 more Winter's Day gifts. Put them up. Snowflakes are currently selling for 1 silver and 3 quarters. Going to be on holiday this week. Guild Wars 2 likes a fun time to relax. I would agree completely. Now, if it's been a while since you've played, you might want to do a character creation. Let me give you one piece of advice as a player who's going to be coming back. May not be aware of it. There's a thing called the Character Adventure Guide. There are 5 volumes. Every time you complete one of the things in here, that gives you XP. And when you complete each tier, you get a big chunk of XP, and you also will get anything that you've unlocked in the second, and then third, and fourth, and fifth volume. A lot of experience points with those. So following the adventure guide will speed up your leveling. Also, is a good job for good thing for new players because it teaches them about things like dodging, break bar mechanics, some of the other sort of important game mechanics, which sadly were not really well onboarded, shall we say. And let's see what we get from our personalized Winter's Day gifts. These do have the better loot. So we've got more snowflakes. The quartz crystals are good. The choir bells are only good if I want to annoy my friend Engelbert Meow, who has over 60,000 of them, donated by the people who watch her stream. And we also have a candy cane sword of concentration. Good healing gear, but heal me? No.
Well, hello there.
But we'll put it down here and we'll sell it off season. Right now, these things are selling for almost nothing. So what we'll do is we'll instead hold on to these until 6 months from now, and they'll sell for significantly more. Right now, they're dirt cheap. Well, that will do for the festival, as we have done our festival dailies. Good evening to you. Oh, your dudeness.
The law is on your side.
We'll go to character select. I think we've got another really low-level character. By the way, yes, I do have too many characters. Yes, I am mental. We're going to go with Miri Mistwalker. Rev. 45 characters. 40 of them at the cap. And 1 character slot for key farms. No, there's no reason for that many elves. I want to be clear. No specific reason for that many elves. A lot of Guild Wars 2 players will have 9 characters, 1 for each profession. Which, strictly speaking, if you want to cover all your bases, that's all you need. The more you've, the more you've got, the cooler you become. Well, that's clearly true for me. But I mean, a lot of people, they don't have that much insanity. I'm going to go with insanity, really. Increase strike damage to foes under 50%. That was pretty good. All right, so we've got 4 points. We've got mail. The Nashblade birthday celebration. That one is done, as far as I know. I will take that. Delete it. The PvP rush. Delete that. And that was... Oh, that's my Herald. Right. You're not alone. Right. Watch streak got reset somehow. It wasn't me. I didn't stream yesterday. But that shouldn't have busted it.
I fought for years in the Mist War. I know what it's like.
I don't know. That shouldn't break it, right? It should be like streams that I am watching. Or I mean, that streams that you can't break a stream, watch, streak if I don't stream. I would assume. I mean, I could be mistaken. I've made mistakes in my life. We haven't got time for me to cover how many I've made.
Thank you.
At some point, I got a pair of level 80 boots. And 20 pieces of uncommon identified gear, which are also level 80 or 80-ish. Must have been the Awakened events, is the only thing I can think of. He is definitely a streaker. I'm gonna share a secret about myself right now.
This can't be happening.
I am stark nude under my clothes. Don't tell Twitch.
Prevents any insurgent behavior.
And if someone determined a way to suppress the inhibitor?
All right, we did finish out Metrica Province.
Withdrawal mode recommended.
Voices from the past. Which is that? Meet with informant about my parents. That's the level 20 storyline? Sure, we can do a little bit of storyline. Oh, not that kind of streaker? Oh, come on. You can admit it to us. We're all friends here. They want me back.
I have everything.
We've got storyline. Let's do a little storyline for some leveling. Won't be as good leveling-wise, but it's a little more entertaining than watching me grind out another map. Voices from the past. It's Twitch. Sometimes you can watch streams as soon as the streamer logs off. Twitch will tell me you're about to lose a watch streak. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that sort of thing happen too. I've seen people with 200 and 300 watch streaks don't know how they manage that as often as Twitch screws up. They either they have no life or they camp Twitch, waiting for specific people to come on.
Heed my advice. No.
All right, here's the informant. I'm sure this will be good news.
Are you the one who sent me the amulet? What can you tell me about my family? Please, I have to know.
I am and I can, hero of Shaymore. I thought you might be interested. I'm not just here to talk, though. I aim to reunite you with your parents.
Reunite us? Where are they?
Watch VODs.
Why haven't they looked for me sooner?
Sometimes that counts, sometimes it doesn't.
Don't be
It's
like
Twitch.
That. I came a long way to find you, you know. And I'm sure they'll explain everything when you meet them. In the mists! Attack!
Did you not get the memo? I am the freaking hero of Shaymore. Okay, this is not my idea. I have the rotating hammers of doom. I cannot be defeated. Twitch banned you once because you used to lurk. Wasn't in the mood to talk to people a month. They accused you of view-botting. My opinion on their technical ability of Twitch is really, really low.
Is that all? Your blades are still thirsty.
Got it? We got more. More of them incoming.
Hold fast here. These filthy dogs run in packs.
I'll be doing that one for days.
It's tough to beat the rotating hammers of doom and destruction.
Lethal combination. I like it.
I'll just stand here while they fight the other people. Ugh, let my hammers murder them. Death to the White Mantle, indeed. Oh, nope. Oh, they're coming again. Here they go. Nice one. Gotta say, that one was pretty cheery about getting murdered.
Now we get to kill three instead of one.
Mind you, these are the elite assassins. Or so they'd have us believe.
Replenishing.
Which is using AI to mod chat or ban people. And a human will never review the ban. Well, that's the way everything else is going.
As soon as you catch your breath, we should talk.
It's amazing to me. Twitch AI is going to be an incredible tool, and they are... Right now, it's a hammer, and everything looks like a nail. mean, look at the things it's doing to coding. A number of my friends are professional programmers, and they've seen their jobs get faster and easier, and they're much more productive, and they're less stressed. AI is actually helping them. Now, in the long run, there are probably going to be fewer programmers hired if it's increasing the productivity of the ones they've got. So that's a downside. But it is an extremely useful tool. And it will be a useful tool for a lot of things. For instance, diagnosing scans breasts for breast cancer. The AI hit rates are, I think, either equal or higher than humans, but their failure rates are much, much lower. And so it's an essential, very valuable tool in, preventing and treating breast cancer. It's a tool, and like every tool, it'll have appropriate uses and inappropriate uses. And right now, everybody wants to use it for everything. As long as they fix the problem with AI going wrong 80% of the time. Well, the hallucination is definitely a thing, and that's why there've got to be humans in the loop. Absolutely have to be. You cannot completely automate any of the processes with AIs right now. And that's fine. That's the way it should be. It's like any other tool. You don't turn on a robotic factory and leave for the day. Hi guys, how you doing?
Excellent work handling those foul cultists, citizen. May they know Grenth's justice. I'm Exemplar Salia of the Shining Blade. This is Exemplar Mehid.
A pleasure, I'm sure.
Nice hair, Mehid.
You say those were cultists?
White Mantle, to be exact. Ancient enemies of Kryta. They often
Man, I
target
wish I could
defenders
manage
of
hair
the
like
kingdom
that.
and its queen.
I thought the White Mantle were just a children's tale told on Mad King's Day. Why would they have this amulet from my parents, though? Why bother attacking me?
Well, they're quite real, as you've seen. And judging from the symbol on that amulet, I'd say your family has been very loyal to the kingdom.
Hair is overrated. My back
mark of the
disagrees.
king's favor? That's interesting.
Microsoft forcing the programmer
Probably
to
from
use
Queen
Copilot
Jenna's
to write
father, if I had to
patches, and the
guess.
programmer has to review
We're
the
out to
patch.
raid a White Mantle
Tell
hideout
Copilot
we
to
found
fix it.
recently.
Right. Yeah.
A hunting lodge near Beetleton. It'll be
Right
dangerous.
now, I wouldn't
but the
trust
cultists there
Copilot.
may know more.
I think I know that hunting lodge.
My
I'll
coding
meet you
friends,
there, and I won't take no
programming
for an
friends,
answer.
are using
I can help you on your raid,
Claude.
and maybe I can learn what happened to my parents.
And it is great for some things, Write me a procedure that will do this and that. Simple instructions like that, it can save a guy having to figure out exactly which libraries to use, checking on every little piece of making sure the grammar is right, all that stuff. When aimed correctly, it is an incredibly productive tool. It's not a panacea. It's not going to fix anything that's busted.
Progress makes perfect.
Oh, look at that, another level. What a shame. Not a shame, actually. I like leveling. In fact, it's in the stream title. It is helping hackers as well. Not so much write the code as analyze sort of 4 potential exploit locations where weaknesses might exist in the already existing code. Downloading malware, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Again, everyone's trying to use it for everything. Suddenly, everything looks like a nail when you've got a hammer. And like any other tool, it can be used for good or not so good. That's 247. It's better than that. And that is new shoulders. Well, everyone knows. Well, maybe not everyone. But around here, when I have a new item of attire,
manufactured to the highest
that means
standards.
it's new random dies time. Everyone, random dies. Here we go. random dies. Currently, we're wearing these really, really boring colors. Maybe we'll get something a little bit, oh, I don't know, bright and shiny? Holy shit. Well, it's not quite Christmassy, but it's almost there. We have Onset, Sea Bloom, and Terracotta. That's genuinely awful. Really quite bad. The big AI governs all AIs. Well, you know, it's just a matter of time until we get something that makes Skynet look warm and cuddly. I suggest, if you want a worst case, you read Harlan Ellison's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which is available on the internet if you do a search. And if you want a more realistic look at a possible AI future, there's a movie from the 70s, I think, called Colossus, the Forbin Project. So we just put on that ring. I think we can slot that in that. Yeah. Yay! Ah, you watched Colossus the Forbin Project recently? It's just really, it's a smartly done science fiction film. Where are we off to meet with Celia and Mihid outside? It's on your URL got eaten. It's not your fault. It's my fault. Fat Buddy! Good evening, my friend. Ah, the Wayback Machine. The Internet Archive? Old movies are so good they really don't make them like they used to. It depends. There's an enormous amount of crap out there, but there's also a lot of really good stuff that you're exactly right about, that's a movie that wouldn't get made today. I would like to continue my story, Rending the Mantle. While I'm making old guy movie recommendations from, I think, 74 and 75, The 3 and 4 Musketeers. Trust me. The 3 and 4 Musketeers. Great action, funny, beautifully acted and written. This will be an exciting fight. Are you ready?
Glad to have you with us. Let's go destroy these White Mantle zealots.
All right, we're going to kick some White Mantle ass, or so it seems.
Blades onto us. Get them.
Oh, these people disappear out of nowhere. That's a neat trick. Fortunately, I have my rotating hammers of doom. So this is the second chapter of one of the human storylines.
It's a raid. Stop them.
You got me.
Kill a member of the ship.
Replenishing.
It's the beer tender. Ooh, a mug of ale. Also, you can probably see something bouncing around. That something that's bouncing around is my my cosmetic pet, which is, in point of fact, a floppy fish. Mini Crichton floppy fish. So named because it's a floppy fish. I know. Your envy, I can feel it.
Get over here and help me!
If only I could. It's one of my favorite bits of dialogue in the game. When the bad guys die sometimes, they say things like, if only I'd... Ugh. We're going up.
They're over here. Help me hold them off.
Look at all those numbers over their heads. Oh, sorry. We want to get this right, so I want to know my character creation. Which one I selected? We selected Charm. Hey, relax. I just want to talk. You can go. You won't hurt me. Okay, I surrender. The confessor's in the basement. They never let me go down there. The confessor's the one you want. You did the right thing. Stay here and stay calm. Here. Hug my fish.
The shining blade. Kill them all.
I may be the first person to have ever said the words. Here. Hug my fish.
There are even more of these roaches than I expected.
All right, back down to the basement. Now they just make movies in bulk to make money. Well, I mean, they choose to spend the money where they think they can make the most money. It's the same way with games now, where instead of trying to make a game that will succeed or not, what they'll do is, I mean, the reason no one makes MMOs anymore, at least in the West, is you can spend $100 million on an MMO. Maybe you'll get your money back. Maybe you won't. Maybe it'll be a hit. Probably not. Or you can spend that $100 million and make 50 mobile games. And if one of those hits, you'll make billions. And that's the same thing with movies. They're chasing where the money is for the most part. The basement door. I'm ready no matter what happens. I didn't want to talk. I wanted to open the damn door. Kick the door hard. I used my foot key.
It wasn't me, but I'll make sure they don't live to tell the tale. Attack!
Happy to meet you, hero. Happier to kill you.
All right, that's one. Oh, you got knockbacks. Isn't that nice? You know what I've got? I have rotating hammers of doom.
We should search this place.
Let's see, paper-covered desk. Stay alert. Even the smallest detail can be significant. Thanks, Mahid. I want to talk to you, you idiot. I want to inspect. Atop this desk is a handwritten letter with a list of names, some that you recognize, including your own. Take the letter to show Celia and Mahid. Yeah, or they'll make a gotcha game. Well,
Hey,
certainly
I
out
found
of
something.
the
A
Asian
list of names. Captain
game
Thackeray,
companies are cranking
Countess
out
Anise,
gotcha games as fast
a
as
few
they can.
others. Here's
We're
my
a
name with
secondary or
description.
even a tertiary
Hero of
audience for those.
Shaymore.
Those make most of their
Child
money
of the
domestically.
Queen's spies?
Grant's teeth, it's a list of targets. Every name on here is one of the Queen's allies. If they manage to take out all of these people...
We won't let that happen. But first I have to warn Captain Thackeray. I can't let him face this danger alone. He may even be able to help us.
Logan, help us?
You're right.
Not likely.
Anise won't like us sharing information so recklessly. But this is an emergency. We'll meet you at Captain Thackeray's office. Stay safe.
Logan Thackeray. I have described him countless times as, he's like vanilla ice cream without the vanilla. Next step in rending the mantle. It's amazing. His voice work in the core game is really incredibly boring. It does get better later on. But the same voice actor did,
Especially this one.
I apologize.
oh, in Star Wars The Old Republic, he did really, really good voice work of the son of the female leader of the Jedi, whose name eludes me right now. That character appeared in the expansions and on. He did really, really good voice work for that. The gambling laws were changed in the U.S. Oh, yeah, it's awful. It is awful. How many there are, and they are targeted. They are choosing specific groups of people. I won't go into any details, but if you've seen the ads, you can probably figure out what I'm referring to. Some people who would be more prone to getting hooked on gambling and spending a lot of money on gambling. Gambling advertising needs to be banned immediately. Oh, and it doesn't help that the sports leader, ESPN, has fully embraced it. Oh my God. What a buster cluck that particular network is. It's terrible.
You look grim, my friend. What's wrong?
We've learned that the White Mantle has been trying to eliminate the Queen's allies. My name was on a list of targets we found. So were yours and the Countess's, among others.
The White Mantle? We can't let those roaches continue to spread. I'll mobilize the Seraph and burn this cult to the ground.
Logan, no. You've been fighting centaurs for too long. The White Mantle are cunning, treacherous foes. They will predict your moves, outmaneuver you.
Because you're dumb.
The Shining Blade has been fighting them for a long time. We know the best way to deal with the Mantle. Stealth and cunning.
We need to move quickly. They probably know we're coming either way. Our friend has been invaluable so far. Perhaps the hero of Shaymore can offer some insight here.
Well, that's me.
Agreed. So, my friend, the choice is yours. Stealth or strength?
Well, let's see. You're for strength, and you're weak and stupid. I like the sound of luring the White Mantle into a trap. Excellent. I'll meet you at that's my Anise voice. Excellent. I'll meet you at the Seraph Protector's outpost. Here, Sally and Mahid have been part of this operation from the beginning, so they'll remain your primary contacts with the Shining Blade. Doodly doopy doop doo. Let's see. We have a staff, or a hammer. Well, I mean, if I had a hammer. I do have a hammer. It's a 203 hammer. That's a 275 hammer. The hammer is largely a ranged weapon on this class. 245, not much of a gain there. We'll take the hammer. I have all of the skins, yeah. Am I leveling this character or just using... Oh, I'm leveling this character. This one's a keeper. The key characters last to like level 15 or something, and I usually delete them as soon as I'm done with them. We have some crafting supplies. We have our new and improved hammer. We have pants we can't wear. We have a scepter that is probably better than if we have a scepter at all. Why am I carrying around 3 swords? Oh, that one's a great sword. Never mind. Those 2 things can go downstairs. We now have a scepter, guys. And a shredded rag. Oh my god. I got a shredded rag. That's what I wanted for Christmas. How did they know?
Begin destruction protocol.
You see, and I was promised if I was a good boy, I would get a rag. But I've been a bad boy and I got a rag anyway. No, I'm doing the leveling here for a couple reasons. One, it's drops, so generally speaking, that brings in more people to watch. But mostly, I did play a little bit more of PoE 2 today.
Searing is ancient history. Get over it.
It's a higher energy requirement to play. And I'm not feeling the high energy right now.
What is it?
Low energy lens. That's what you've got today. I hate to be the one to tell you. Did we get, did we get, not yet. Oh, but we can get, really, that's the name of it? I never realized that was the name of it. That's the Road of Stability. Let's swap locations. And that's the most stability you're ever going to get out of me. But we have some cash waiting because I sold something. 82 gold. Just shy of it. I'm rich. All right, in the Black Root Cut. That's the next map. I have 5 more characters who need leveling to the cap. And I am a rarity amongst MMO players. I actually enjoy leveling on characters that I enjoy playing in games that I enjoy playing. So many MMO players, they just want to rush straight to the end and do the end stuff. Sometimes the end stuff is great, but no hurry to get there. All right, one of these 5 toxic seedlings will actually have something useful. The other ones are just going to give me cooties. There we go. Also, I am kind of a dope. We're going to take care of the dopiness first. Ding. Right, we can't get that until we're level 31, I believe. Oh, we don't have the points. Either that or we don't have the points. But we also do have the assassin training, so we can drop the points in there. Because I'm a dope. While leveling, I'm not averse to using something that speeds up the process a little bit. I mean, I have more than enough leveling books that I could be at level 80 in 2 minutes. But it always feels wasteful if I have all these birthday boosters to not be using. Because I have like 300 of them. I have 310 of them. $309.
What's going on?
I'm going to AFK for just a second and refill my coffee cup. I will be. I am back, obviously. You can tell because of the way that I am.
A little help?
Well, yes, I would like to enter my story instance, The Sting. Robert Redford and Paul Newman will be showing up any minute now. Old guy movie reference.
Fair weather we're having.
Robert Shaw, too.
Get into position, everyone. I'll approach. When they make their move, you all rush in and spring the trap.
You, Captain. No offense, but the Shining Blade and the White Mantle have a long history. Don't you think I would make a more tempting lure?
No doubt. Wouldn't that seem a little suspicious? You, out walking alone, the Queen nowhere in sight? At least I move about on my own regularly.
That's a good point. Where do you want us then, Captain? Anywhere is fine, so long as we're close to the action.
The ruins at the top of this hill would make for good cover.
I'll definitely be
They're
able
well
to
elevated.
camouflage
We'll be able to
myself
see
in
and
that
hear
outfit.
everything.
Sounds perfect. Just be ready to move quickly when things turn ugly.
I can assure you, Logan, your thing is ugly. Already.
Logan playing the part of the helpless victim. This should be interesting.
I like his dialogue here, though.
Shh. Here they come.
Well, Captain Thackeray, a long way from home, aren't we? I thought we'd have saved you for last, but since you're here...
Oh dear, oh mercy, the white mantle is upon me. Whoa, lamentation! Is this the end for poor Logan?
Are you mocking me? I don't think you understand how this works. White Mantle, give the captain a demonstration.
No thanks. I think I already have a pretty good idea. Now!
Lamentation, whoa!
Time to do some real damage.
Are you not dead yet?
Nice one.
Nice one! Alright, which one of you idiots is doing the knockbacks on the bad men? That's not helpful. York!
Replenishing.
Time to fight.
Only I could.
If only I could, indeed.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
I think we were too easy on them personally. After multiple attempted murders and abusing the memory of your parents, they got off light.
Will you be alright?
I think so. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Speaking of your parents, with this phase of the operation complete, I can tell you that Celia and I think we've located your parents' last known residence.
That's fantastic. I want to check it out.
There may be mail waiting
If
for
Anise
me
can
there.
spare you two for one more mission, I mean.
By all means. The Shining Blade is in your debt. It's the least we can do.
Pretty much.
The house is south of the Delanian foothills. We'll meet you there. And if there's anything worth finding, we'll find it.
Doodly doopy doot doop. I get new pants and I cannot lie. And that's a new item of attire, which means new dies. Short bow. We cannot use spear guns. 287 staff is a slight upgrade. And a chest piece that I cannot use. And that is a better mining pick than the one I'm using. The current colors are gorgeous. Well, gorgeous or not, you know, rules are rules. And even though I'm the one who sets them, if I don't follow them, then how can I expect you guys to follow my rules? I have to set the example. Besides, there is always the possibility that we could get an even more appalling set of dies. Let's hope for that. I mean, those are pretty bad. We have Amber, Enameled Longevity, and Branded. There's not a hint of color coordination anywhere in the bunch. Pardon the slurp. Where are we off to now? Well, what we're going to do is, as we fly through, we're going to grab...
Should have reached down.
You know, the POIs, any vistas, definitely the waypoints. Always grab your waypoints, boys and girls. There's a little mini jumping puzzle. So, a friend of mine, and he's also my mod. When he shows up around here, Vorp, To prove that he's more hardcore than any sane human, he leveled a character up from 1 to 80 without using his mount and without using waypoints. Or his glider. He didn't use his glider. In fact, he died several times from falls because he wouldn't use his glider. I think he died something like 13 times doing the entire... That was full map comp. Not just 1 to 80, but I forgot. Full map completion for Corteria.
Is this the place? I'm eager to get started.
Crazy.
It is. Watch your step, though. When we scouted around earlier, it looked like someone or something may have moved in.
Spooters, I think.
Countess Anise asked us not to say more than necessary, as this is technically a royal matter. But I think you deserve what truth we can give you. Your parents were spies for the last king of Kryta, Jenna's father. They helped track and destroy White Mantle's cells, saving many lives in the process.
And this was their house?
Yes. The last message on file from your parents states that they feared White Mantle cultists had discovered their secret. They were planning to flee.
The Shining Blade lost contact with them after that. Either they fled to safety,
worst faction character to 20 just
Either
by
way,
doing
I
the
have
Dragon
to know.
Festival a few years.
Let's go inside. If there are clues to be
I've
found,
only managed to get one
we'll
to
find them
20
here.
in Guild Wars. And that was with a fair amount of assistance from chat as far as advice goes and giving me goodies and whatnot.
Something's definitely
Very,
not right here.
very generous
Where are
and
the
kind.
Ettins?
The Guild Wars community. We're
There
under
they
attack.
are.
Oh,
We knew
Ettins.
Ettins couldn't stay hidden for long.
Defend yourselves!
They're big fellas. Was I knocked down for like 30 seconds? Because that's how long it seemed.
Time to do some real damage.
Where did those two Ettins come from? Out of that sheep? The spiders I remember. Spooters. Many spooters. Handle it. Well, that was not helpful.
Stay away from us.
Looks like someone else moved into your family's house.
Lots of adorable little spooters. Except for the adorable part.
Replenishing.
When a man, an Ettin, and a lady love each other very much, the stork brings them a baby. How about when a man and a lady Ettin love each other very much?
Defend yourselves! Time to do some real damage.
I'm no pushover.
I don't know. If a guy has to yell out loud, I'm no pushover, doesn't that make you think he's probably a pushover? The Jolly Winter's Day gift has 3 gift boxes and 28 snowflakes. Well, a little buttered spirits. By the way, what I am drinking here is a flavored coffee called Buttery Caramel. And here we have buttered spirits to go with it. And a couple of mugs of eggnog. I'm going to have a truly colorful vomit in a short while. In-game. The name of the headstone's been obscured by time and elements, but the epitaph is legible. The inscription reads, 3 joys gave his life meaning, his wife, his country, and above all, his child. May the gods bless and protect our beloved Mary. So my parents have no names, but my name is on the rock, pointing the white mantle at me. Great, nice work. Name of the headstone's been obscured. Cherished wife, devoted mother, loyal servant of Kryta. Our life's labor was to make a better world for the children to live in. May our beloved Miri Mistwalker find it so. I'm going to say a prayer. Jesu Domine.
It seems the White Mantle found your parents after all. I'm so sorry.
I'd always hoped my parents were still out there, waiting to find me.
Hit myself in the head with the slate.
A hard dream to give up. But at least now I know.
They gave their lives to defend Kryta against one of its oldest, greatest enemies. I'm sure they'd be proud of you.
These gravestones, though, who placed them?
Good question.
Friends, perhaps? Fellow agents? We may never know.
I'm pretty sure we never know.
It was likely the same people who rescued you and took you to safety in Divinity's Reach.
I want to thank you both for finding this place, and for telling me as much as you could. All my life I've wondered, and now I finally have peace.
My friend, this was never just another mission.
Peace.
Helping you with this
like
has been our pleasure.
A piece of pie or cake? That would be a nice
We'll meet
piece.
again. I'm sure of it. Until then, stay safe.
Doodly doopy doo doo. And scene.
Congratulations to me.
I have leveled up. Level 30. Summoned to the throne, hero of Shaymore. That's chapter 3 of the personal story. I guess we can do that next. Sure, why not? I'm an adult. I can make up my own mind. What should I do? The embroidered coin purse had 1 silver and 26 copper. That must be, what was left to me by my parents. Well, I'll try not to spend that all on a gumball. We have a new chest. You know what that means. You do know what that means. And we're going to have new boots too, so we get 2 rolls if we don't like the first one. We get to roll the second time. Let's see. We want Vit in there. Yeah, that ought to work. And gloves that we cannot wear. Luck. Be a lady tonight. 2 rolls. Let's see what we get in the way of dice. Here we go. First one. Sea ice, winter mint, and camel. You know, those could almost pass for metallic. But no, we can have something more disgusting, I feel sure. Here we go. It's disgusting. There we go. Blueberry, purple, and olive. Ooh, blueberries and olives. Now there's a combination. That sounds deeply, genuinely barf-worthy. Back to where I missed the Queen, is it? That was my terrible British accent. I have many very, very bad accents. I actually used to be able to do a creditable English accent simply from watching so much Monty Python. It's Thogan Lackery and Queen Jenna.
Your Majesty, Captain Thackeray.
Your Majesty.
I was summoned?
Indeed. I'm glad you're here, my friend. Kryta needs you once more.
You know I'll do anything I can to help. What's the problem, Captain?
There's a swamp in southern Kryta called Lichcroft Mere. The area's been hit hard by our war with the Centaurs. Most of the lumber there goes to build catapults and defenses, so it's common practice to use strips of marsh moss instead of firewood on cold nights.
Why do I care?
However, the Seraph have brought me recent reports that risen undead, servants of Or, have been seen in the swamp.
Risen? The dragon's minions? If they're in the swamp, anyone who goes in there would be in great danger.
I'm a brainiac.
Precisely. The three orders of Tyria are pushing to be involved, but can't agree on a plan. While they bicker, my people are at risk. Hero, I have summoned you to act as advocate of the crown. I want you to meet with the orders and take charge of the situation.
Kind of daring.
You'll be dealing with the Vigil, the Durman Priory, and the Order of Whispers.
Kind of.
All three specialize in fighting Zaitan and its minions. However, they all use different methods. It'll be your job to decide which plan is best, and then act on it.
You will have the full authority of the crown to handle this situation. Will you accept this task, Hero?
Your Majesty, I will. I'm honored to serve Kryta and my queen.
Thank you. Go, and meet with the Order representatives as soon as possible. I look forward to your report.
I'm gonna check my gear really quick. By which I mean my gear in-game, just to be clear. There's a character, well, not a character, a player named Who's Your Daddy? Is he rich like me? What are we currently wielding, weapon-wise? Spear is a 23. Axe and hammers are 14s. We can do better. Axe and hammer-wise, we can do better. No, not that. Axe and hammer. Oh, let's say 28 to... I was typing there. To 30. Axes. Start with the cheapest. Toughness and vitality will do just fine. I think we'd probably be better off with one of the swords. We have a couple of swords. It's the axe. What do we got in the way of swords? 289 and a 216. Well, we'll go with the 289. We'll slot that in the offhand. Yeah, that's better. Sell a couple things to get the crap out of my bags.
All things have a right to grow.
Really? All things have a right to grow? Does that include tumors? Just checking.
So? How so?
Silvari.
I should offer up some prayers of thanks.
We're off to our Lichcroft Mirror. Way down in Keswick Hills. We went all the way, how far over here? Not very far at all. Okay, well then, how about we grab... Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. I'm sorry, Beatles or any of the vehicles in Dune Awakening, I am legally required to bust out the Born to Be Wild. Sorry, it's just one of my rules. Let's just drop some fireballs on the stupid crate just because they deserve it. They're sitting there in their little ramshackle floating boat thing, and along come a couple of draconic type fireballs from on high. Hopefully they'll learn their lesson. Whatever my lesson was meant to be, hopefully that's what they're learning. Before we grab the questy bit, let us grab the waypointy bit. Oh, that's another level, just like that. Magic. Sort of. Not really.
When Zaitan rose...
Yes. When Zaitan rose. Good point. Ooh, a new axe. I just bought an axe. I'm about to replace the axe I just bought. I wasted I wasted like 80 copper. That's just not much. What? Oh, that's what's going on. I did screw things up. Hard as that is to believe, which isn't really hard. Yeah, I screwed things up. It's fine. I screw things up. That's one of the things that happens to me because I'm a guy who screws things up. It's fine. Sort of. Sword axe is not what I was digging, man. Fine. You know what? We're going to be spearing now instead. There, I made up my mind. Such as it is. Thing is, axe offhand just... There's not a lot of classes that have axes in offhand. And in this case, only in offhand, I do believe. Which is weird, but...
Pick a number. It's fun. Where have you been? Leave that nice person alone and come to me.
Yeah, leave that nice person alone, you little punk. Kids, I tell you.
Finally. Thank Dwayne you're here.
His eyes glow
I'm Scholar
green.
Joser of the Durman Priory. We've been expecting you.
That's only entirely creepy.
You're here to make decisions, and that's exactly what we need.
For once, Ehan's right about something. I'm Hiroki,
Nothing.
a crusader with the
Literally
Vigil.
nothing. I've been waiting for you to come
The
back.
Risen forces are active in Lichcroft Mere.
It would have
There are
been
missing
impolite for
villagers,
me to keep
mostly
playing.
children. We've got to
You
get
weren't
soldiers
here.
in there. The Vigil has a squad standing by. They're ready to sweep the area on your signal, Advocate. Just give the word.
Advocate, I'm sure you can see that such an approach would only cause more problems.
His eyes are just...
The Durman Priory has a wondrous device called the Mortis Verge. We believe in using intellect to fight the dragons. Saves on manpower, you know, and we have achieved some marvelous advancements.
Pardon the on?
Your device is theoretical, untested. You want to risk children on that? Vigil steel is tried and
Risk
true.
children? Well,
I'm with the Order
soldiers
of
are more
Whispers.
useful right now
We
than
brought
children.
this to the Queen's attention, but we'll leave the frontline fighting to the others.
Very well. Hiroki, Josir, give me a moment to think this over, and then I'll decide.
Joser, yeah, your eyes are creepy, but I'm going to go with you anyway. I've decided to go with the Priory's plan. Turn children into soldiers? That's crazy talk. How good your aim is. Well, that's always, it always is useful to have good aim. We're going to go with precision and Condi power. Although, are we still Condi? Yeah, we're still Condi. Sort of. Yeah, we're still Condi. For those who are not aware of it, there are basically two ways of dealing damage in the game. There's strike damage, which is I hit you for 10 points of damage. And there is condition damage, which is I hit you for 3 points of damage. And you take one of those every 5 seconds. I have an invisible bag. Papa's got a brand new invisible bag. Oh! New shoulder piece. You know what that means. Uh-huh. The boots are technically better. So we have 2 items of new attire. Which means new dies. Here we go. New dies. At least once. If I like them, we can stop at 1 and we bank the other one for later just in case. Now again, you see, that looks too much like actual armor. We have winter ice, green apple, and 6-fold coral. I have no idea what 6-fold coral is. You see, that doesn't look terrible. We can't have that. We need to have terrible. That's closer to terrible. Strawberry cream, sandstorm, and cyanide. Well, since we're talking about the kids, sandstorm would be bad for kids, and strawberry cream and cyanide would be worse. Sounds just about ideal to me. All right. Lichcroft Mirror. Oh, there's a lovely gibbous moon this evening in Tyria. Touch and go. Goodbye. We have a vista over here. Well, I think my character will feel right at home. I mean, you notice the enormous mushrooms? After all, you know, she is a fun gal to be around. I never learn. Make you crash twice a day for no reason? Not that vista. The other vista, yeah, that would do that. It's funny, I only really briefly worked with Vista for anything.
We must hold Shadow at sight. Fadade, go send word. We may need
I worked in almost every version and flavor professionally of Windows, but I don't think Vista, but like a couple of times ever. It essentially had come and gone in a gap while I was unemployed. Hi, Scholar Josir.
You search for knowledge?
I started with Windows 3.11, Windows for Workgroups.
Walk in the swamp, wouldn't you agree?
You're mighty cheerful for
and
someone
my first
headed
job
to take
with
on the
Windows.
Risen. What's up?
I shouldn't have rushed
but
at the
I
initial
always
long-haul
enjoy
prototype
a
was
priory
promising.
expedition.
Certainly far more promising than what they
Experimentation,
brought out.
research, discovering lost artifacts in an old musty tomb, then
My
more
first
experimentation.
job where I was supporting Windows
Every day is
was
a new adventure
installing
in the German priory.
TCP/IP stack
You do
on
manage
Windows
to
for
make it
Workgroups
sound
3.1.
exciting. So, what's this new
The
trinket you were
Chameleon
telling me about?
TCP/IP
It's called
stack
the
because
Mortis
Windows
Verge.
didn't support
It allows the
TCP/IP
holder
natively.
to easily distinguish the living from the risen dead.
3.1,
but also
same
confuddles
basic
the
flavor
undead,
there.
making it harder for them to find you.
That does sound useful. Who built this thing?
Yep,
Would it
still
surprise
IPX.
you if I said it was based on a Char invention?
But we needed it
the Priory
because
values
the
ideas
various
and innovation, no matter where the genius
inherent
occurs.
Windows protocols
dragons
were
aren't
not
being
routable,
picky,
and we
so why
needed a
should we?
routable protocol.
Any weapon
so
we
I had
can
to
use
install
against them is
the
worth
chameleon
exploring.
IP stack on everything.
Char, huh? Well, I can't
That
fault
was
your
when
reasoning.
General Magic
especially
started
if it helps us
doing
defeat these undead.
the coding and stuff
Fire
for
that thing up, and let's go find those missing kids.
Magic Cap for Windows, which eventually came out and sadly vanished. And now the funny thing is the guy who hired me was my former boss. Was brought in as a contractor because they didn't have a position for me yet. And his question basically was, so what do you know?
Don't be afraid,
What do you
child.
know
Mortis Verge will protect
about, running Microsoft software? And I said, well, I've been playing games on a PC for years, and there's never been a single game I couldn't get to run. And he went, that's good enough. And it was. This is in the days of EMM and was extended memory and extended and expanded memory. XMM and EMM, I think.
Save me!
And I never could figure out what the difference was between
Quickly, child. This
between
enchantment
extended
will allow
and
you to
expanded.
sense the undead. Avoid them and make your way home.
Really? Thanks, mister.
Yeah, exactly. Expanded and extended. I could never keep straight which one was which.
Help! Monsters and bad people!
Let's see. I'm not sure if the dates add up correct. Oh, I'm sorry, kid. I didn't mean to drop the horrible big red spiky things on you.
You with the Mortis Verge, my child. Now you can sense the undead.
I can't remember. I think I was on a 386 back then.
Run all the way home.
Yay! Thank you, sir.
A friend of mine was working at Intel at the time, and there were two 386 processors. I think there was the 386, and I think the other one was the 386SX, if memory serves. And literally, the only difference between them was the ones that clock speed were too slow, they would turn into the SX model, and they would disable one of the chip functions. All right, extended came first and then expanded. Makes sense. Those are techs for bypassing DOS limits. Yep, Win31 was essentially a skin over DOS. Exactly.
You look like a living one. Please, I want to go home.
Don't be afraid. With this enchantment upon you, you can sense the undead and stay
But a lot
away
of games at the time, you
home.
needed to have one or the other to get them to run.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Old Man.
Mr. Old Man? Are you kidding me? Bit too late for me to stab a kid with a spear?
The Mortis Verge worked. Perhaps not perfectly, but certainly better than I hoped.
Then you
It's an
hoped?
impressive device. Tell me, is the Derman Priory full of such things?
Yes and no. More importantly, our
So,
order
if this
is
character
full of
gets
the
to the
kind of
point where we
people who
get
like to
our,
invent this sort of thing. And
we have to
I
choose
might
one
add,
of the three
people like
orders.
you, brave enough to test
And
it. You would be a fine
there are-
addition
each
to our
order
order.
has sort of a mentor
What else
for
does the
you.
order do?
And the one with the priory is terrible.
Everything.
Terribly written.
We travel the
character.
world seeking lost knowledge to
The
use
one for
against
the
Zaitan.
Vigil is fine. And the
Exciting,
one
no?
for the Order of Shadows
It
is
sounds
brilliant,
very interesting.
and the voice
Thank you
actor
for
for
telling
that
me
just
about it.
passed away.
We better get back and share news of our
Tybalt
victory with the
Leftpaw
others.
was the character. I can't remember the
Thanks again
voice
for your
actor's name,
assistance.
but he did great work.
This
which
was
is why
extremely educational.
basically everybody loves the character you play. Reading the tags on your stream, the AI might be rising. Well, as long as it's not I have no mouth and I must scream, and more like Colossus the Forbin project, it could be worse. Because it's like Colossus the Forbin Project, you could make an argument would be an improvement. Then there's Skynet. And then there's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. You had multiple boot options. Yep. For DOS. For each memory type you had to do to play the main games. Men of Iron. That name rings a faint bell, Kanaka. But no more than a faint one. Alright, we go to Claypole and out the side door. Ah, 40K. By the way, one of the things that was announced, I think, is there is a Warhammer 40K. They just did the all 3 Warhammer games, and now they're bringing out. God, what is it? It's a series of games. They did Samurai. They've done a bunch. Why can I not remember the freaking name? Dawn of War? No, not Dawn of War. They're the ones that are played turn-based strategy. Oh my! What is happening with my brain, guys? Total War. There we go. Total War. They announced a Total War for Warhammer 40K. Why is this whole thing... That's not supposed to be all redded out like that.
We need to deal the undead a decisive blow. Remove the army, and we remove the threat.
There's an intelligence to their movements. We need to discover the root of the problem, not just follow them from fight to fight.
It'll be interesting to see how they're going to make the Warhammer 40K Total War kind of fit. 2 40K strategy games in a short time frame. Are they trying to cannibalize sales? Well, given the hit rate on the Games Workshop licenses, they probably figure that if they hit 2 and one cannibalizes the other one's sales, at least they'll have 1 hit. And that will be a much better hit rate than they normally have for their games. For the record, I'm a big fan of their ARPG that they did for, not for Warhammer, but for 40K. The Warhammer one was okay, even though it got really terrible reviews. I thought it was okay. The 40K one got kind of mid reviews, but I thought was quite good. And that one is Inquisitor... Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr was the first one. Not familiar with Warhammer 40K, you saw part of a video where someone tried to explain the lore. It's extremely complicated, and intentionally, it was initially created as kind of trying to make fun of edgelord, dark, and everything's bad. And then they just said, okay, it's a big hit for us. Let's embrace the edgelord, everything is bad. Been trying to untangle it yourself? Yeah, it's incredibly... There's a really, really good line they came up with to describe it. Games Workshop did. Everything's canon, but not everything's true. And that kind of, I think, had they chosen to apply that for all of the Star Wars stuff, that would have been a smart take. Basically, in the distant future, there was a human with incredible psychic powers who became the Emperor and spread humanity throughout space. And then one of his cloned sons, and several of them actually, got corrupted by chaos. And there was a big war, humans versus humans. The Emperor is 99.9% dead, but his will keeps his body from completely dying, and there's sort of a psychic compass that humans can use to navigate by. Meanwhile, everything else has gone to shit. And one of the things is he didn't want is to ever be worshipped like a god, and now he is worshipped like God. And so it's this really
dark future where everything has gone horribly wrong and it continues to go wronger. Like unreliable narrators, exactly. Like everything belongs in the canon, but not everything is actually the way it happened. The compass is ticking down. It certainly seems to be. I'm not sure as to sort of what changes have happened in the lore over the last few years. I know, for instance, they completely rebooted or just booted the Warhammer canon timeline, so to speak. They haven't done that in 40K yet, but it may be coming. But yes, it does seem that humanity is headed towards a no longer being able to travel through the warp.
Hello.
It appeals to
Advocate. The representatives
the part
have
of
reported
most
your success.
guys
Well done.
that is still stuck.
Thank you, Logan. I'm glad we saved the children, but the undead are still
12
a
or
problem.
14. And
I'm
really
told
like
the children
cool
saw a
bad
seraph soldier in the swamp, and their stories were quite appalling.
And certainly it works for
They
me.
were
I
as
mean,
frightened of him
the
as
40K
of the
stuff I
undead.
find much more interesting than
This was that soldier.
the Warhammer stuff.
The children say he's
Warhammer I
become
find to be
violent and
pretty
incoherent.
generally pretty
They also say
boilerplate
that the
fantasy.
undead weren't attacking
The more you
him.
read about 40K, the more shocked you
There
are
aren't
by
any
the obvious
Seraph
failures to
outposts in
implement
Lichcroft, Mia.
basic if
What's a
best
lone soldier
practices.
doing out there?
Yes, that clearly the
According
IT
to
has
Seraph
not
reports,
gone
a
well.
corporal named Kellogg didn't report for duty. I'd assumed he was AWOL in Lion's Arch, but maybe there's more to it.
This Kellic could be under Zaitan's influence.
Well, you know,
could he be
Canucket,
inciting the Risen and making them
I
more
think
aggressive? Maybe he's
you
a
and I
necromancer?
would have had
We
a
don't have time
much
for
more
theories,
positive
Advocate.
attitude towards
Vigil
our
scouts mark
chosen
more undead approaching the town of Triskel
work,
Quay. The corruption is spreading.
discipline
If so,
if
then
we had
Triskel
been
Quay is
referred
just a
to as
symptom.
tech priests.
Whatever's drawing the undead inland will continue to do so even if we save the town.
I really wish
We
that
should
I had thought of
investigate
it
what
at the
happened to
time
Kellic.
and gotten myself
He may
some
be the key to
business
these
cards
attacks.
that said tech priest.
Till we know what's going on.
I still have some of my
Disappointing
business
leaks.
cards that
You wanna
say
go on a
systems
wild goose chase,
necromancer.
Hen?
And that's
Fine.
not bad.
But don't risk
But
Triskel
tech priest,
Quay.
I think, would have been the way
We
to
need
go.
soldiers to defend the town or people will die.
A few will die now, but we'd be saving many in the long run. The Order of Whispers is prepared to make that exchange.
It's a good thing that decision's not up to you two. Advocate, it's in your hands.
Some must fight so that all may be free.
Let's see. I'm ready to decide. Yes, let's go to Triskel Quay. They need our help. Doodly doopy doo doo. You work in IT, and the people in charge can't even implement basic IT practices. Not only can they not implement them, they wouldn't understand them in most cases. Sadly, that's kind of what seems to happen. Is that because it's a cost center, not a profit center, IT tends to get short shrift. Maybe something to that. Twice in the past month, you fixed problems by literally walking up to a ticket admission office and glaring at it. Yeah, I've referred to that for since '87 as the Voodoo School of Faith Healing Computer Repair. And there is a significant chunk of my IT successes that were, what did you do? And I go, pure fucking magic. All right, we now have a better mace. Which is what we wanted there, right? Right. So now we can get rid of the crappity ass mace. We have shoulders we can't wear. A short bow. 272. 292. A helm that is an improvement. We have new dies incoming, guys. Let me bloop, 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 bloop. And a focus we can't use.
Threshold achieved.
consume all those. Put that up there. Sell the junk out of my trunk.
Good to meet you.
Good to be met. Oh, that one's worth nothing. You cannot salvage that, and you cannot sell it. You have to throw it away. Had so many people try to show you the problem. They go to show you, and it works fine. Yep, they claim it didn't work before. Yep. The funny thing is if you tell that to a non-IT professional, they'll look at you. Come on. You tell that to an IT professional, and they'll just go, mm-hmm. Get everything. Oh, almost forgot the dyes. Here we go. New dyes. They're coming in. Those actually aren't bad. Violet Ice is looking kind of metallic. Vabian Bronze, that's reasonable. It's a metal too. And a little bit of a splash of Evergreen for some color. You know, that actually doesn't look bad. Yep, PEBCAC or ID10T. Let's see, where did we get? Did we get any of the... No, we did not. All right, so this is still the closest. Said it wasn't working last month, and they haven't tried it since, and now it's working fine. I don't immediately recognize the acronym PICNIC. Problem in share, not in computer. Yep, that works. We're off at Triskel Quay. Triskel Quay. There's a musical artist named, I think, Finley Quay, who has a song called Dice that I really like. Now we're reaching for associations, but hey. It's not every day you run into the word Quay. Hi, Hiroki. Oh, they have a party going on. Right? It's a party. It's a little out of hand. Okay, granted.
It's worse than we feared. Zaitan's minions are everywhere.
It looks
bit
bad
of a
down
fixer-upper, yeah.
Do we have enough soldiers to save the town?
Whether we do or not, we're going to try. If my death saves an innocent life, then I've done my duty as Vigil. But I plan to go down fighting.
Agreed. What's Vigil protocol in this kind of situation?
Kill them all and let the gods
we've got
sort
no
them
time to
out.
form ranks. I sent our soldiers ahead into the town to drive back the undead.
Granted, the 6
They'll need
human
our
gods, the ones who
ready for a
opened the
fight,
gateway
Hiroki.
so that we could
Let's
be an
not waste any
invasive
more time.
species on this planet, they're gone.
Thanks, but don't let up.
Get tickets about problems you claim are emergencies. Oh yeah, that's certainly a constant. I'll ask him a simple question, get no response. We're told to close tickets after 2 days of no response. As soon as the tickets close, they scream. Yep.
I'll guard the front entrance.
I will commend whoever is in the food chain who included the we close them on 2 days if you don't respond. Because otherwise your tickets would sit there forever.
Don't stop. There's still more.
Right, he's gonna die out.
deal damage.
I'll guard the front entrance. Move in.
Oh, you'll guard the front entrance while we fight all of the monsters. Gosh, thanks.
You'll be feeling that one for days.
Let's go. Let's go. I've got your
Especially love getting tickets to deal with issues stemming from finance decisions that IT had no stake. Well, yeah, finance or basically anyone who is not involved in IT in any way. It's like they don't understand. It's the equivalent of people not wanting to pay their property tax for the fire department because their house isn't on fire. Admins will talk to the user's supervisor if the user become too much of a problem. Yeah, you definitely want someone in a position of authority up the chain to have enough pull to be able to tell people in no uncertain terms that they're getting in the way of everybody else's work. You might find this hard to believe, given
Thanks, but don't let
my
up.
general
Somebody else
attitude,
is still fighting inside.
but I was the good guy in most of the IT organizations I worked in. People would come to me because they didn't want to deal with anyone else, because I was the one who was the friendliest and most human.
Let's go. I've got your back.
All right, he's going to wind up and dodge. Missed me, loser.
More undead over here.
Missed me, loser.
This one.
Sorry, which is that, Kanaka? That must be nice. As is often the case, my mouth has a sub-processor, and the main processor, the CPU in the brain, doesn't always remember what's been cached out to the sub-processor in the mouth and then processed. Oh, it must be nice alone. Never mind.
We were in real trouble until you showed up.
It starts with an L and it has
Came
4
out of
letters.
nowhere.
I got confused.
How did the attack start?
First thing I saw was Corporal Kellak screaming and cursing. Then the undead started swarming, and I lost track of them.
Kellak, you know him?
IT admins
Where is he
actually
now?
IT people, not
Do I
just
know
someone
him?
managing the
Sure.
team. They usually
Kellak's
defend
assigned to
us,
this post, but he's
but
been
not
missing
always.
for
Well,
days.
yeah, sometimes
It's not like
they've got to
him
make
go
a
AWOL.
being
Look, I don't
anyone
wanna
in a
get him
position
in
of
trouble.
authority in IT
Kellak is a good
always
soldier and a good man.
calculus. You have to
Probably
play
just overstayed his leave.
the games that people over your
It's
head.
that pirate girl. I don't know why he was looking for her, but I'd bet she's done something to him.
Pirate girl. What was her name?
I think he said it was Elastia. He probably meant Elastia Crow. She's crew of a ship docked southeast of Nebo Terrace.
All right, Captain. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Out. Give me just a sec. I'm going to AFK to tidy up my coffee and grab some water.
off to Triskel Quay. Meet with the order representative back in Salma. The Salma district. We got 2 things done. Dailies, I assume. Defeated 10 enemies under an enhancement effect. Not what it sounds like. I have no need for mail enhancement. Or even email enhancement. Did we get more points? We have 11. Well, let's finish up our Great Dwarf training. We now have an elite skill. There with much rejoicing. Or at least some rejoicing. Enter. Launchpad to garden. What? I didn't know that was there. There is a home instance for each of the 5 races, and I normally do all of my stuff for the home instance in the housing instance that from the last expansion. So that's the first time I've ever done that. I didn't know that there was anything in here to speed up your movement around through the map. That's funny.
Lastia Crow had a rare talent for precognition. I wonder what Kellogg wanted to know.
Whatever it was,
At some point I need to set up the housing in the second housing instance. I swapped over to
Clearly, the Order of Whispers has no
the new housing
pure
instance that
research.
came in the new expansion. I haven't done anything with it yet.
Too much has been.
Advocate, good to see you. How'd your mission go?
We didn't find Kellic, but we discovered that he's connected to a pirate named Elastia Crow. I want to talk to her and see what she knows.
Talk with her? I'm afraid that's impossible. She's dead. Her pirate ship, the Ravenous, was destroyed by an undead attack 2 days ago.
You're sure she's dead? Did any of her crew survive?
Even if she's dead, Elastia was a seer. She might have seen this coming and left something behind that we could use.
A few of her crew are still alive, camped near the wreckage of their ship. She might have told them more about what's going on.
We need to find out what Kellic wanted from Elastia. Pirates don't tend to be trusting folk. I think a little nautical infiltration and investigation is in order.
The Order of Whispers are a disreputable, shady bunch. You and the pirates would get along just fine. I have a better suggestion. Even if Elastia Crow is dead, she can still be helpful. I know an accomplished priestess of Grenith who could summon the pirate spirit.
Time to add it.
The German Priory's better suggestion is to disturb the dead? You scholars really will
What's wrong
turn
with
over
disturbing
every
the
rock to get
dead?
your answers.
They're dead. What are they going to do? Complain?
Hiroki,
Well, I would
any
continue to
suggestions from the
complain
Vigil?
probably for several days
None,
after I
Advocate.
was dead.
While these 2 are squirreling for answers, Vigil soldiers will watch for another undead attack.
It's your call, Advocate. Infiltrate the pirates, or summon Elastia.
I didn't know that they were actually looking at turning it into a housing instance. We're going to go with the Scholar. We're going to raise the dead. Direct information is best. I'm going to work with you to summon Elastia's spirit. Doodly doopy doot doot. We have a new hat incoming. New hat incoming. That one's definitely a me hat. There's the new hat. Crafting supplies. A new sword, 305. Let's see. 216 and that one. Bloop. And actually, we would like that in the offhand. Thank you. Gloves we can't wear. Gloves we can't wear. Gloves we can wear. That's 2 new items of clothing. And a chest we can't wear. 2 new items of attire means gives us 2 shots at dice. Wow, that's quite the helm, don't you think? It's a look. It is a look. Swamp black, earthen, and demure. I kind of like it, but hit me again. Actually, that one looks pretty good. I mean, you know, you're going for a sort of a warrior-ish look. We've got shale, cinders, and shy violet. I'm not entirely convinced about the shy violet, but it's fine. New pants. That means we got another color. We got more colors coming. More crafting items. New pants. Yeah, we got the rules are the rules. Yeah. Sixfold coral again. I still don't know what it is. Dusty grape and cantaloupe. I guess we'll have to get married at the church since cantaloupe. My apologies. They're not sincere apologies, but they are apologies. Calling me a fruit basket? Hey, there's nothing wrong with a fruit basket. It's a very nice gift. I'd like to sell a few things. Those things would be fine. Let's see. Just so you can see, this is the new housing instance in the new expansion. You can also toggle off this building if you want a clean workspace. But this is the entire new housing instance. Has a significantly large underground space as well. Pretty cool. I just haven't done anything with it yet. Not that I had done a huge amount with the previous version. I have a little bit, I must admit, of an issue with their implementation, not so much in the details of the housing, but that they have tried to make it dual purpose, and as also having a money sink. Shipwreck Strand, Wizard's Tower. Back to Lion's Arch, I guess. And I'm just so disappointed that they have put in such crafting requirements for so much of the stuff. I haven't done anything with the housing from Janther. I did a little bit, but I'm just really disappointed that they've turned it into a money and materials sink. Instead of being just a fun thing for people to play with, you know? They had to turn it into something that was functionally a money and materials sink. It just really irritates me, as it kind of killed my buzz. The two things I wanted from Janther Wilds when they announced it, I was hoping for a land spear. People laughed at me when I said land spear, but I've been saying it for a couple of years. And the other was I wanted housing. We got both of them. I was delighted. Until I saw that the housing had all these crafting requirements. Not that I can't make them, but I don't want to spend an enormous amount of money. Even though I have a fair amount of money, I'd rather spend that money on legendaries. For instance, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going indeed?
And you shall find.
Housing isn't required to play the game, is it? No. It is. The only real functionality it has is all of your housing nodes in the home district are there, so you can farm them there, and you can rearrange them to a more convenient location, I think. they tend to be a little bit more centralized there than in most of the home instances. But there's nothing required in it. We need to go out the door we went. You know, it should be a cool space for you to play around with, but, you know, turning it into a money and materials sink had just absolutely sucked the joy out of it, at least for me. Get your motor running, get out on the highway. Right map. Not sure I'm even in the right map. I think I am. I'm not sure. Woo! Yeah, I am. Pretty sure. There it is. In we go. Now, I have to say, the housing system they're implementing into WoW, or actually have implemented, technically, if you sub, you can do it now. They've done an awful lot of things right. There are some additional material costs for some of the stuff, but in large, it appears to be a little more friendly and offers some really impressive options.
Hello, Josir. This must be Priestess Rai. A pleasure to meet you.
Welcome, Advocate. This will be a rare opportunity to peer beyond the shroud
It might
of
be
death.
better. They do
be
have
taking
more
notes
options.
my
For
records.
instance,
Notes?
they include, I
So
think,
you
the
don't
same
do this
options
kind
that
of
you
thing
had
often in the
in
Dermot
Rift
Priory.
and that you have here.
The
For
Priory
not
does a
just
great deal of
rotating in
research
3
on magic,
dimensions,
from
but
the
also
arcane to the divine.
scaling items.
But this is an extremely difficult
Also,
ritual.
they allow
I'm
for
tremendously
dying
excited to be allowed to
of
participate.
a lot of the crafting.
My notes may help
a lot
others
of
in
the
the Priory
crafted,
investigate ancient tombs
housing
dedicated
items
to
as
Grenith.
well.
I'm looking forward to it. Priestess
It
Rai,
has
are we
more.
ready
It
to
has
begin?
exterior space,
We
which
are.
this has.
In a moment, I will pierce the
And
veil between
Galaxies
this world and the
didn't really.
mists and call to Elastia Crow's spirit. Be warned, she'll need time to respond.
What it seems like is the WoW system. They spent the time and engineering hours
unfriendly.
to take a lot of the best stuff from other systems.
Or the gate will close and all will be lost.
I haven't seen
Understood.
a whole lot in there
We'll
that
be ready
is
for anything.
original,
May
but
the
it seems
Dark
to be
One bless our
extremely
endeavors.
complete.
Let it begin. Follow me to the heart of
You know,
these caverns,
they have the
where
advantage in
barrier
that
to
they
the
have,
mists is
you know,
thinnest.
devs, coders, artists, and stuff that they can throw a bunch of people at something and get a lot more,
It should be safe
you know,
enough
bang
to
for the
test
housing
ritual
buck.
Here. Even centaurs would
For years, I've been saying that the best housing was threefold: Galaxies / EverQuest 2, Rift, and WildStar. Guild Wars 2 is very good, maybe as good as those, but right now I'm, as I mentioned multiple times, I am kind of sour on the fact that they've made it expensive to craft a lot of the stuff. And WoW seems like it might make, you know, enlarge that trio
Remember,
into a
this
foursome.
ritual weakens the barriers between worlds. Dark things may emerge.
You can safely focus on the ritual, Priestess. My friend and I will protect you.
Certainly none of them have
Hear
the
your
depth
servant's
of
plea.
crafting
Open the gates to the mists.
that you got
Living call
in general
from
from
the
how
dead.
or from
In
all
Grenth's
crafting in Star Wars
name,
Galaxies.
Elastia Crow, seer of wily scavengers, pirate and oracle, I call your spirit to commune. Appear and speak.
And you know, sometimes you just want to talk to the dead, and they're going to have their friends come first.
Portals. Interesting. I must maintain them all, else the ritual fails. Stand ready.
Coming in from over there. The knockbacks. Don't be knocking me back. It's just not cool, man. All right, where from next? On the right, I think. Yep, on the right. All right, I'll drop the freaking stability path next time. Come on, who's next? Straight on, I think?
Time to do some real damage.
Yeah, try it now. Knock me down now, you punks. You can't, can you? Left side. Right side?
Time to do some real damage.
Grant, preserve us. Something powerful approaches. Be careful.
Something wicked this way comes.
Is it just me, or am I amazing?
Oh, I am amazing. That was a misclick by yours truly. Please don't tell anyone. I'd be just so embarrassed.
Praise Gren. I sense the spirit we seek. Come, Alastia Crow. Speak with us.
Here comes Alastia Crow. She's dead.
Speak, spirit of Alastia Crow. Grenth, god of death, compels you. Tell me of Kelak, the Seraph. Why did he come to you? Did he kill you?
He cheated me. Revenge. I wanted revenge. He sought power to protect his queen. So I made that his undoing. Our crew plundered an Orion ship. One of the treasures we found aboard was cursed.
Orion artifacts. Incredibly dangerous. The Priory. Yes, I'm sorry, Priestess Rye. Of course, later.
Speak on, spirit. How did you seek revenge?
Kelek took the items. He wanted to find a way to protect Kryta from Zaitan. I knew he would only become corrupted. I thought that would be the end of it. But Kelek tracked me down aboard my ship. He demanded that I remove the curse. I could not. He was slaughtering my crew. I had to stop him. So I lied. With my dying breath, I told him that the only way to remove the corruption is to bathe in royal blood.
By Cormyr's hand, how could you do that? He'll go after Queen Jenna.
What do I care? The Queen did nothing to help my starving crew, or save us when risen ships attacked us on the high sea. My vengeance will be complete when Kelek destroys that which he was once sworn to
Wow,
defend.
bitter much?
Begone, foul, vicious spirit. Alastia Crow, I release you into the arms of Gren. Go and beg mercy from the Prince of Frost and Ice.
Thank you, Priestess. Come on, Josir. We have to alert Captain Thackeray right away.
Do we have to? He's just so annoying. Downstairs to there. Come over here. Click that. We have one more instance, and then I'll be calling it an evening. One more fighty instance. In the throne room.
can't allow anything to happen to Queen Jenna. She's the last of the royal line.
Perhaps not the last, but you're right. Without Queen Jenna, we'd lose our treaty with the Char.
More than that. Without Queen Jenna, the nation will lose hope. It would be the end of Kryta.
To Queen Jenna!
Yes?
Yes.
Captain Thackeray, I'm glad you're here. We've got an urgent situation. Kellock's been corrupted by Orient artifacts. The pirate Elastia told him that the Queen's blood will cure the corruption.
Duena's mercy. I have to protect the Queen. We can't let him near her.
I think the
He is
undead are
such a
following
simp.
him because he has the artifact. As long as he's out there, they'll be right on his heels.
We don't have much time. The undead mob he's leading is just getting bigger. Kellock's growing more dangerous by the second.
We can't just think of the Queen. We have to think of Kryta. If we just defend her, Logan, Kellock will destroy every town, from Lion's Arch to Divinity's Reach.
You're right. Damn it.
Damn it.
When it comes to my duty to the Queen...
Yeah, your duty to the Queen,
never mind.
you shoe
I'm
sniffer.
listening. What's the plan?
It's time to assault Kellock head-on. In the vigil, we swear an oath to stand between the darkness and the light. The only way to be sure is to face this threat directly. Advocate, join us. You'd make a fine member of the vigil, and I'd be proud to fight by your side.
Don't be thick-headed, Hiroki. Knowledge is power. The Durman Priory's research is conclusive.
Sadly, the Durman
Advocate
Priory
would be much
mentor
better
is
suited among
one
our
of the
scholars.
worst written characters
Come,
in the game,
Advocate.
and
We
incredibly
can use the
annoying,
Mortis
so
Verge
no.
enchantment to protect the Queen and neutralize this threat intelligently.
Kellock has two things on his side. An army of undead and complete insanity.
Can confirm,
We have to
complete
use
insanity,
cunning,
definitely a
lure
bonus.
him in, and then trick him into destroying himself. The Order of Whispers wants you on our side, Advocate. All you have to do is say the word.
We're going with the Order of Whispers,
All right, everyone.
because that way
Give me
we
a
get...
moment to discuss my options with Captain Thackeray, and then I'll let you know how I'm going to proceed.
The mentor is much, much better than the other two. Tybalt Left Paw. I'm ready to join an order. And it's going to be Ihan.
Hello.
I'll join the Order of Whispers. Kellock is only the beginning. Doodly doopy doot doot. And now we're going to fight Kellock. I already have that mace. I don't need that mace.
What to do now?
The hammer is a 344, and it's better. We have a chest piece we can't wear. Gloves that are better. New dies coming, guys. And a shield. 278 shield versus a 247 shield. Better.
Ran into an Asura. Called me a buka.
This is the only proper course.
So much stuff. Right. And you, and that goes there. And our new dies. Here we go. Actually, that kind of works for me, gotta say. Flame, Midnight Red, and Imperial Red. Okay, you know. Blood for the Blood God. Let's kill Kellock, or possibly kill Killick. The throne room. We have etheric pulse bombs. Who doesn't like a nice etheric pulse bomb? I mean, really. Ihan?
There you are, Initiate. Are you ready to lay a trap for our friend Kellock?
I am, Ihan. Are your agents prepared?
Our agents, my friend. You're a member of the Order of Whispers now. We all work as one. Everything's arranged. We've set traps throughout the room, and we'll create a magical duplicate of Queen Jenna to distract Kellock.
And also distract
The
Logan.
real Queen Jenna will be safe, right?
Absolutely.
The real one will be safe? Is she going to be in the room, you idiot? No.
Good.
So she'll be safe.
Kellogg's been sighted near the palace grounds. He should be here any minute now.
What, he just walked through the city? No, let me arm the bombs. Because legging the bombs wouldn't do anything.
They've been strategically placed and just need activation. The bomb should be ready now. Good timing. Count's here.
He just strolled through the entire city to get here. With a bunch of undead.
Your Majesty, my beloved queen, Jenna, you have to listen. I won't hurt you. I just need your blood. It will save Kryta.
Corporal Kellic, drop your weapons and surrender. You're not thinking clearly.
No, I need her blood. Royal blood. Don't you understand? It can cure the corruption. Make us all free.
It's not true. Alastia Crow lied to you, Kellic. She did this just to endanger the Queen.
No. No, you're wrong. There has to be a way. Tell me. No, this can't be the truth. I'll kill you all. I won't give in.
Time to do something.
Won't stop me.
Evidently, we will stop him. It does actually look
Poor
like I
Kellic.
did use her blood.
His mistakes were rooted in his love for Queen and country.
So many mistakes. Made for all the right reasons. The queen could have been killed by someone who loved her.
Even like you, Logan, you are so
all right,
goddamn whipped.
The Queen is safe. Focus on
Without
the future,
even getting
and Kryta will stay
the
safe
word
too.
that comes before whipped.
Well done, Initiate. You showed tremendous cunning and nerve. I'm proud you're a member of the Order of Whispers. Now for the rest of your
I'm cunning and
initiation.
nervous. Wait,
Go to
that's not-
Lion's Arch. There you'll be contacted by an apple merchant. Meet with him to get your first formal assignment.
I look forward to it.
That
It's
is
time to be
Tybalt.
part of a bigger world. Logan, are you all right? You seem rattled.
I'm glad Jen is safe, but I
You mean
realize
the
now that her
queen.
safety is temporary. Everything is temporary. Unless the dragons can be stopped. The dragons can't be defeated by one person, or even one nation. There has to be another way.
Surface to air missile?
Do you think we can overcome our mistakes, my friend? Make up for the things we've done?
I can.
I know
you
we
can't,
can.
Logan. You're a
Mistakes
loser.
make us human. It's rising up again that makes us heroes.
You're right.
I know.
I've been too focused on keeping the queen safe. I love being at her side.
Oh, you're just
Maybe
such a
that's not where I
creep.
can best defend her. Or Kryta. An old friend named Kaith asked me to meet her at Lion's Arch.
Oh,
I think
okay,
I'll
so
take
we
her up
should
on
get then the little mini
I think that's
instance
an excellent
in
idea.
old Lion's
I'll
Arch,
see
where
you
if you're
in
a
Lion's
newer
Arch.
Guild Wars 2 player, you will have never seen before. You know, unless you've done this instance too, in which case you've seen it.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Plus, it gives us a key. Level 35 rewards. We dinged level 35. Got like 8 levels tonight or something? Hold those away. Have some spiced apple cider and some eggnog, and I am now totally wasted. We have new boots. How about power, vit, and condi damage? That sounds pretty good. We have a new chest piece. We had condi damage. Bloop. Bloop. Customize. Power and vit should be fine. We have a new weapon container. I have most of these, I think. the skins anyway. The spear gun, not very interesting. I don't have. Is that the only one I don't have? The shield. Well, the choice between the harpoon gun and the shield, I'm going with the shield. Oh, whoop, 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 the trident. We're taking the shield. Unlock that. Let's see. That is a 282 shield. It is 4 points better than what we've got, but better is better, you know?
We have completed the task at hand.
So I lied. We're not quite done yet. But we're very nearly done.
This is most
I didn't mean to lie to you. We exit. And we're off to Lion's Arch. We're off to Old Lion's Arch. Now, at the end of Living World Season 1, because it was a living world, their intention was to have the world change over time. Which means Lion's Arch was essentially destroyed. Oops. Accidents will happen. Oh, is that not available yet? Okay, that is not available yet until I hit level 40. And I'm not level 40. So let me head back to the little hub here, where we've got bank and whatnot. Sell the crap in our inventory, and we're going to call it an evening. I would like to thank all of you guys, every single one, for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. I'm not sure. Maybe more Guild Wars 2, maybe more Path of Exile 2. Those are the ones that are most likely. Also, at some point in the next week, there's an item in the game that allows you to visit Old Lion's Arch. Requires doing a lot of Living World Season 1 achievements, I think, from when they brought Living World Season 1, most of it, or parts of it, back into the game. Yes, but you can get access to Old Lion's Arch through that, and then also through the couple of the storyline instances, part of it briefly, so you can see it. It's actually very cool. My understanding is it had performance issues, which is one of the reasons why they wanted to change it up. That everyone ran around in one relatively small area of the map at the time, and it caused performance issues. So now Lion's Arch is spread out much larger. Anyway, back tomorrow. As I said, Guild Wars 2 maybe, Path of Exile 2 maybe. Also, there's a game called The Seance at Blake Manor, which I'm looking at, and that's probably coming sometime in the near future, but I don't know when. Sort of like what Star Trek Online did with the old new space dock. Yeah, kind of. That's a pretty decent analogy. Similar kind of deal. I don't know. Would you say the new space dock, new Earth space dock is better? Because the general consensus is, at least for look and feel, Old Lion's Arch was much better. New Lion's Arch is just boring. Anyway, back tomorrow with probably one of those 3 games. We'll see. I might change my mind and do something else entirely. Maybe I'll play League of Legends. He's never going to play League of Legends. Anyway, again, thank you guys very much for hanging. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your Sunday night, possibly Monday morning. And as always, because I like to wish you guys well and give you an objective that is conceivable, I hope your upcoming week doesn't suck. I'm back tomorrow. Knock on wood. Have a great rest of your day. Take care and